So we will commemorate the Anzacs across Anzac round. Let's head to the ground for the pre-match ceremony.
Remembrance ceremony. The Anzac Day Ode will be read today by Petty Officer Luke McKinnon. Able Seaman Isabella Harvey will play the last post, followed by a moment's silence, and then the reveille.
They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we shall remember them, lest we forget.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and to everybody involved in this evening's Anzac ceremony.
So a poignant way to commence Anzac round 8 of the competition. And South Sydney, do they get their best chance to beat Penrith in quite some time here? They've started their tilt at title glory in solid fashion. 4 wins, 3 losses, but their margins of defeat in that period have been 2.6 points and 8 points. As I welcome Andrew Johnson, Billy Slater to commentary. It's a tantalising question, Andrew. Can the Bunnies' ruthless attack crash through that Panther defensive wall, which, well, it's as good as it's ever been? They're conceding only 13 points a game.
Well, that's a big question. Had a bit of rain today in Sydney town. So whether they can move the ball, it all comes down pretty much to the players we've just seen on the screen. Cook, Latrell, Cody, Cam Murray, they need to fire.
We see both teams in their last 3 outings. The Panthers have scored 18 tries and South Sydney have scored 17. So they've really hit their straps with the football, but you get the feel that this is going to be a defensive orientated game. The mindset in the first 10 minutes for both these teams will be completely set and build pressure.
So Anzac round is underway and the rivalry is real between these clubs. Sele elevated to start the game, and he's the first recipient of the football, and he's tackled out on the 20 by Scott Sorensen. And here goes Jai Arrow, second game back from a long layoff. Completed 61 minutes last week against the Dolphins in his first game since round one. Now, Michael Cheekham's in that right back rower's role, and Keon Kaloamatangi will be sorely missed on that side of the ground. He had played 37 consecutive matches for Souths before the dreaded syndesmosis. Here's Murray. And you can see it is a heavy surface. We'll get an update on the conditions from Brad's sideline very soon as Ilias sends a kick for Sunya Taruva. And that was Newcastle's tactic last week. They kicked almost exclusively to Taruva. And that's a wonderful, confident start from him. He was very brave against Newcastle last week. 19 carries, 151 metres, but the tactic is to kick away from this man, the metre eater extraordinaire, Brian To'o.
Yeah, Jason Demetrio wouldn't have been too happy with his team's kick chase. Taruva getting all the way across the field without any South Sydney player putting any pressure on him to make the tackle. So they'll have to be careful when they kick chase.
A shift here. Luai finds himself in some room. Tungall down the left touchline. Tungall's burnt them. Tungall loops one over the top and finds Dylan Edwards. And the Panthers are dragged down. Campbell Graham with an absolute try-saving spectacular. But it might still be on here. That seemed somewhat easy for Penrith. There was open space everywhere, and Crichton gets it back for Cleary. And Arrow combining with Sele to bring him down on tackle number 5. An ominous start for the Pink Panthers this evening. Luai, a kick towards Tane Milne's side of the ground, and he takes that well just out from his own. Oh no, he's copped a knock there. He's feeling for his jaw, Tane Milne. Now Campbell Graham runs into a pack of Panthers surging in defence. And now Cheekham, these are tough metres. 3 tackles gone, and they're not quite at their 10-metre line yet. Here's Arrow. A surging defensive set after a 60-metre break. Now Murray, he'll relieve some pressure. Well, they're still kicking from very deep here. The ball played 26 out from the South Sydney line, and Ilias reefs it downfield where Edwards is waiting. It's a more uniform kick chase, but they are already on top in terms of field position. Let's go down sideline. Good evening, Brad Fittler.
Good evening, Matt. It's actually, the conditions are quite nice. What started out as a bludger of a day has turned out to be quite pleasant. 17 degrees. There's a bit of rain, a lot of rain early on, but it's cleared up. There's still splatters of cloud and rain around the area, so it mightn't be the last of it. And there's a bit of breeze behind South Sydney, so if they use that early, well, here they go. They'll get their first opportunity from a mistake from the Panthers.
They're saying this ball went forward at Dylan Edwards' hands. I didn't see that. Here's a replay. Ball comes out the back. Hard done by there.
Yeah, the Panthers willing to use the football early. You can see a line break down that left-hand side. It was Tungall. Found some space, and they went on the attack on the right-hand side on that occasion. Looking very dangerous, the men in pink.
So here's Campbell Graham. What a season he's having. 8 tries in 7 games this year. 6 of those in his last 3 games, but he scored 5 tries in the whole of last season. Now, I want to ask you, Andrew, a lot of people saying Swali'i might be the man for Josh Adokar in Brad's Origin team. Campbell Graham played on the wing for Australia during the World Cup.
I see him purely as a centre. Right. I don't see him as a winger at all. I mean, it's purely a centre.
Might have been a high arm there, although undetected by our referee, Jared Sutton. Left through Murray. Mitchell joining in. He's upped his input in the last couple of games, Latrell, on the back of some criticism. He's been a dynamite. Now Ilias on tackle 5, a kick towards Taruva's wing. Milne's up against him. What a take by Taruva. He's only a little thing, but goodness, he's brave. And he might have copped some attention in mid-air there as well, actually. He landed heavily. The ruling was that both players were contesting the ball, and Tungor's lost this in the play the ball.
Just looking at Nathan Cleary, here's the take. Taruva gets up and gets his feet in a position to protect himself. Just looking at Nathan Cleary as he drops the ball there, pretty basic error. Water. Just looking at Nathan Cleary, he's actually got bike pants on. I wonder if he's carrying an injury. I don't think he normally wears bike pants, so he might have a niggle in the groin or some hamstrings or something.
He might bring his bike to the game. No?
Might have locked it up out the back of the dressing room, maybe. Now, Walker to Mitchell. Me bumped off. Crichton. Oh, Latrell. Very unsavoury incident, of course, last time these teams met out at Penrith, and there is real tension between these clubs. Might be something that sees Latrell burst to life tonight. This is Arrow now. And Cody Walker. Crichton wanted an intercept again. It got as far as Isaiah Tass, and he's dragged down.
A great cover, Cleary.
Spiral pass from Mitchell and Ilias. He kicks in behind. There's some chasers, but Edwards, he's so reliable. He saved the game for them back in round 2, of course, when there was that kick to the in goal. Had Souths have scored through Johnston on that last play, Latrell would have had a kick for 16 all, but he's there again, and diffuses a dangerous one.
Yeah, they had a play on that left-hand side and went straight back to the right. Ilias, just a beautiful little touch to gain a repeat set. They go short here, the Panthers.
Too short.
Go, mate.
Well, do you take the 2 here, Joey, and get in front?
Yeah, I take the 2 all the time. Whenever the 2's there, I'd be taking the 2. Especially night games, especially with a bit of water on the surface.
No, they brushed you. Now that they've said no, and then the trainer comes out waving feverishly, take the 2, but they've overruled him. They want 4 and maybe 6.
It's the hardest place to attack, because these days defences, they have one marker and they put the fullback in the defensive line. Very hard to break down a defensive line this close to the line.
Here's Jaime Selle. He had a handful of games at the Panthers a few years back. He's a metre out from the line. The ball's played to Cook. Murray. A couple of mighty players there, head-to-head, the 213s, Murray and Yeo, underneath the post. And he nearly got there, Selle. Oh, what a tackle by Sorensen. The temptation must have been there to reach out. Cook to Murray, and now to Walker. They like the chances out on this side, and the ball gets to Johnston. Tottle got over there. He bounced away from him, but then the pink jerseys come in numbers. Gee, they're hard to beat, this defensive line, aren't they? Just when you think you might have them, they all turn up and deny. 5 tackles down. 9 metres out when the ball was played. Murray looks for a kick. It bounced off Yeo. It's still the last, and Ilias is dragged to the ground.
Challenge.
I'm sure he played at that. Cam Murray's...
Okay. South Sydney are challenging the ruling of played at.
He didn't hesitate
That
at all.
I ruled that it's not played at and handover.
I think it hits Isaiah Yeo's leg, doesn't it?
The right side from South are onside besides Jaime Selle, who is passive at this time. We just need to see if the ball touches Scott Sorensen's foot, who's in an offside position post.
Sorensen pulls his hands
Isaiah
away.
Yeo.
Actually does a really good job.
That's quick thinking, isn't it? Do we need Snicko? Where's Snicko?
I think the question is, did Isaiah Yeo play at the football?
Isaiah Yeo, his right knee moves in.
Well, he knows the ball's going to hit him, but does he play at it? I don't know if he had time.
We're looking at the wrong challenge. It has to be looking at Isaiah Yeo. Isaiah Yeo, his foot stays still, but his knee actually goes in.
The ball is not played at by Isaiah Yeo. There's inconclusive evidence to say whether Scott Sorensen has touched the ball or not, playing on at this point. The tackle is complete at this point. The on-field decision will remain. However, they will retain their challenge.
Nathan, yeah, because it's inconclusive. Yeah, because it's inconclusive whether Scott touches it, they'll keep their challenge, but it's your hand over here. No, that's not. That's
there
not
you go.
played at. And then
So in the meantime,
Cameron Murray's saying he moved his knee.
wait,
he's not
Dylan.
going to win that one. They've had a couple of minutes off there too, the players, so everyone's recharged. Yes, Brad?
Well, I can confirm Nathan Cleary arrived on the bus with the rest of the team, and he did just a bit of a muscle injury from kicking at training, nothing too major.
All right, well, I can't imagine the sight of Nathan Cleary pedalling down the M4 motorway. Thanks, Brad. You have to wear your fluorescent gear, wouldn't you? Now, Isaiah Yeo, the irrepressible Isaiah Yeo. And Murray and he have been looking out for each other. 13 on 13. Oh, what a run. Edwards ripping and tearing. He's got 5 tries this year. And now Cleary didn't quite catch that one, but it's Latrell under the pump, but he takes that well. He pushed away from Kenny. He gets the Hosking and Crichton down around the legs.
Yeah, just see how much time Nathan Cleary had to kick that ball. That's all because of Dylan Edwards taking the last carry of the set. Quick play the ball, gives his captain and kicker plenty of time to put those floaters up. They want to get some pressure on Nathan.
Here's Cheekamp. Second best team for attack this year, South Sydney, 28 tries. They've also made the most line breaks in the competition. That's 38 line breaks as a team. 2 more than the next best. Great tackle. He's really been a revelation. Now Ilias, he returns serve on Cleary's high kick, and Taruva, another clean catch. He's got pedigree playing at fullback, of course. He was the Fijian fullback during the World Cup, and he's driven back there in the tackle of Jai Arrow, along with Cody Walker. Now To'o, who falls into one. 7 tries in 7 games at Accor Stadium for the Blues origin winger, and a penalty to the Panthers now for offside.
Got a hold, boys.
Billy, watching Latrell play at fullback, if you were to sit Latrell down and give him one bit of advice about his game, what would it be?
Well, I don't think you need to give Latrell advice. He knows his game and he knows what his strengths are. It's just about Latrell being consistent in the game, getting himself the football, getting himself involved in the contest. I think the more Latrell's involved, the better chances South Sydney are. So I think the advice is just get your hands on the footy and be around it as much as possible.
You are aware he's the Queensland origin coach, aren't you? You've just asked him to help Latrell.
Yes, I know. Origin time.
Now Edwards. That was a crucial tackle by Walker. How hard is he to stop Dylan Edwards?
Well, he is everywhere.
Oh. Now Kenny brings Hosking onto the ball. This is ominous. They look slick tonight. They were very disjointed last week against Newcastle. Luai's kick bounced off South Sydney legs, and Sorensen wasn't taken out illegally, and so they have survived that little attacking raid. And here's Milne, plays his 3rd game in succession. No Isaac Thompson tonight. He's still struggling because of that leg injury. Graham now. Great run. He's a fan favourite amongst the South Sydney supporters. An Arrow tackled by Eisenhuth. They're out on the 30-metre line. And Selle. And here's Ilias. Another kick from deep in his own territory. And here's the running man. He's equal 5th on the Dally M ladder. Dylan Edwards heading into the round of football. And To'o.
Don't normally see him in the headgear, do you? Brian To'o.
Been wearing it, I reckon, for the last 3 weeks at least.
Yeah, it's a good battle on this near side. Brian To'o and Alex Johnston. Contrast in styles of wingers, but both very experienced.
And Taruva.
The left side looks dangerous, Penrith.
Yo, inside ball to Eisenhuth. And he played that quickly, and they head down that left-hand corridor. Luai thought about passing to Sorensen, but he takes the tackle. Ilias there. Arrow, the other defender. Now Cleary, end-over-end style kick. And the chase from Tungor. Mitchell with a wonderful attacking catch and a one-handed offload to Graham.
You catch that on his fingertips, Latrell Mitchell. That was a brilliant take.
That's star factor, baby. He attacked that ball in the air. He wanted to make ground and come through the other side.
It's just not fair. It comes too easy to some players.
Murray, Ilias, Cheekham. Tackled by Tungor. Great battle. 14 minutes gone. And a kick here from Cody Walker for Johnston, and Tass is coming through there. Edwards is back there. And he nearly beats him. He got through the first tackle.
That's a great kick. Very rarely do you get Dylan Edwards on his bike trying to get to the kick. That was a brilliant kick.
Well, here's Crichton. He's got a wonderful try-scoring record against South Sydney. 7 tries in his last 8 games, and we'll never forget that intercept in the grand final. Just when the Bunnies were coming to get them. Here's Taruva once again.
A lot of ball movement coming out of trouble from Penrith. Last couple of weeks have really tweaked that.
Hosking now. His 5th game as a Panther, a couple of tries in the season since moving from Brisbane. Now Kenny's waiting at acting half. And Cleary. Oh, he's got that one. Look at it spiral. This is a different proposition, but it's taken at the back wall.
A couple of weeks ago when they beat Manly at home, there was so much ball movement. I think at half time it was 30-odd nil.
32-0.
Just could not contain it.
And Tass. Tackle. With real intent by Kenny and Cleary there as well. Now Murray. A little pass to Selle, who I don't think was wanting the ball there. He was standing pretty much stationary, and he's tackled by Scott Sorensen. His 50th game as a Panther tonight. Scott Sorensen. 50 games for the club, 2 premierships. Not bad going. Once again, Taruva, the recipient. What a ball in play here. End-to-end stuff. And top off. You can see the ground is chopping up a little bit underfoot there. It's got to withstand 80 minutes of intense action. And Stephen Crichton now. 14 short of the halfway. Kenny playing to Edwards, and away to Cleary. He sends Tungor into the line. Campbell, Graham, Lachlan, Ilias, the tacklers, and now Yo. Runs at his Origin teammate Damien Cook. Powerful charge by Isaiah Yo. Away to Luai. A challenge for Tane Milne here. Now Taruva's trying to get to him, but he couldn't. That was smart by Graham.
You mentioned there's been many breaks in this game. There's real fatigue. You can see players really slow getting back on side. The third tackle, look at the forwards still on their haunches for the Bunnies.
You talk, Andrew, about South Sydney wanting to play set restart football. You'd imagine Penrith's tactic here is to back their fitness and try to keep the game flowing.
You've got to keep the ball in play against South, and you're disciplined. You cannot give away penalties.
Now Ilias on tackle 4 is going to kick, as Cody Walker did early in the count a few moments ago, but once again Edwards. Good defence, Tass and Walker. Look, they're both sizzling attacking teams, particularly South, who could score from anywhere, but this is a real war of attrition. Cleary dummies and runs, and Cook got him. Tom Burgess on the ground now. And now Luai takes on the big man, stepped away from Murray, got it to Hosking. Oh, there was a chance there, he dropped the football. And now Mitchell tries to spark something, the pass around the corner in one hand. Note that down, what a magnificent pass, what a talent. And he's in there again. Oh, he wants a piece of this game, Latrell, doesn't he? Now Tom Burgess. He has just ignited this team with two brilliant plays, and he's there on the right-hand side if Cook wants him.
He's in a mood, Latrell.
Ball away to Hame Sele. The South boos are coming out, so you know they feel like their team's working to something. Cook, Ilias. Oh, pass missed the mark. Mitchell, he got it away and had a genuine crack at an intercept there. But the tackle count's been restarted and Latrell is happy to be tackled.
Wow.
I think they're all happy he got tackled. They are out on their feet.
What a 30 seconds for Latrell Mitchell.
Now Tom Burgess. They've absorbed a few punches, South Sydney, but they're trying to turn the blowtorch on the Pink Panthers, defending their line here. No points in the 20th minute. Cook changes that. A try to Damien Cook, the first of the night.
Well, fatigue certainly set into both of these teams. And that man, Damien Cook, he takes advantage of these tired Panthers through the middle of the field. Sele, he played the football. Harvey Norman replay. And just watch number 10. Just goes to sleep for 2 seconds. And Damien Cook, he's quick enough and strong enough to scamper over under the post. Too good. It all come off Latrell Mitchell.
Oh, well, I think Stephen Crichton, a couple of plays before, he was thinking of the grand final. He went for the intercept. Ball ricocheted. Damien Cook's first try of the year. But some of that play for Latrell. Freddie.
Yeah, it's hard to blame the Panther players. There was plenty of movement around the back. Cody Walker had come from the left to the right. Cam Murray was out here calling for the ball. You can see Cody moving around there to the right, just sneaking out the back of Ilias. Cam Murray on the left. Latrell's in sitting behind Cam Murray. You got to tackle the man with the ball.
You can't go to sleep there.
That was Steele's favourite. The most dangerous player on the field is the one with the ball. 6-0.
It is the Rabbitohs fullback and number 1, Latrell Mitchell. We have been running through the first half at Cook Stadium. 19 minutes remaining. Is your South Sydney Rabbitohs leading the Panthers 6 points to.
When it's played backwards.
Might be a night for Damien Cook, given the conditions and the amount of ball in play here. There's some fatigue in the early stages, and his running from dummy half could be very dangerous as this game progresses.
Well, considering the conditions, they're 12 from 12 completions, the Bunnies.
Let's go to Brad. How's the ground, Freddie? It looks like it's chopping up a little bit from up here.
Mate, well, what's happened is the ground's in really good nick, mate. I was talking to the ground keeper, and he was talking about there's a traction report you can get. And what they wanted is around 35. It's actually a device that's like the bottom of a footy boot, and they twist and they get a score out of it. And at the moment, this is 46. You can see the ryegrass that's coming through at the moment. It's giving that little bit of depth. It's in really good nick. There was a game on prior to this, and that's chopped it up a little bit. But I've got to say, on what we've seen over the last month, this ground is in the right direction.
Isn't there a lunar eclipse tonight?
Solar eclipse.
Solar eclipse.
And it's already been and gone. Sorry, what'd you say that? What's that device? A trachometer?
No, it's a traction.
Oh,
it's a traction device. Right. So basically, it's like, you know, it's got a big hand with basically the bottom of a footy boot on the bottom.
So it's a hand with a footy boot on it.
And then what you do is you put it in the ground and twist it. And you can see all the players. They're all running freely, and you can see their confidence. And it gives you an idea of what sort of traction you got.
Right.
I'll bring it out next week for you and show you.
Yeah. Sounds like a penetrometer, Billy. Can't wait to see the trachometer.
The surface looks good, but
It does.
no players slipping or anything like that.
Now, Lenu.
He adds so much when he comes onto the field.
Look at that, 14 to 14 from Souths in the conditions. It's impressive stuff. Now, Kenny has moved into that middle role. He played all 81 minutes last week. Started it at 9 and then went to 13 to facilitate Sonny Luke's entrance to the game, and that's what's occurred here once again. As Sorensen plays it, and he's a dangerous runner, Sonny Luke, and he dummies and he runs, and he takes on the defence, and Ilias drags him to ground. 9 metres short, Luai into acting half. Clearing, he'll kick. He's got Crichton there. Crichton trying to get a running leap at it. It's touched back, and Latrell. Did he know Zach Hosking was there? Gee.
It's casual.
They're checking it.
We can be
I thought
casual.
it came off Stephen Crichton's hand. He tries to knock it backwards. I think he knocks it forward, Stephen Crichton.
Time off. 20.
Yep.
There you go. First touches off South, but it brushes Stephen's fingers.
Latrell's repping the game as well.
We're waiting, mate.
Ivan Cleary, he saw the fatigue in his team when South Sydney scored that try, so he thought, well, if my team's fatigued, the opposition's got to be fatigued, so he's injected Sonny Luke and Spencer Leniu. A lot of leg speed. That was evident in that last set.
So this start for Souths in contrast to the match played earlier in the year. Panthers led 16-0. The Souths scored a couple of tries to give themselves a flukish hope at winning it late. That was a forward pass. It was a beautiful ball, but it was a fraction forward. Otherwise, Arrow was gone.
He's untouched.
Held that up beautifully. You can watch out of his left eye. He's just watching the outside defender. Just watching, waiting. Pulls the trigger.
You can see Jai Arrow, usually a middle player, playing out on the edge on that occasion. He just overruns his ball player, Cody Walker, just a fraction. Jai was just waiting for Cody. If he got back a couple of metres and ran onto that, he would have been in some space.
Love that South Sydney Anzac jersey tonight. Rugby League does it so well at that round. We pay homage to the Diggers past and present across the round of football as Sorensen runs into Ilias and asks him to make a lot of tackles. This robust young halfback, and Cheekham was there in support. Ball goes to Yo, out to clear in. Got rushed there by Walker. Centre of the 30-metre line, Sonny Luke. And Yo just put the head down and ran hard. But he was tackled strongly by Burgess and Cheekham. It'll come to Nathan Cleary, and he kicks again. Crichton is the key target, and they allow him to catch it, and then they wrap him up.
Marcus square. Hold now. Righto. Time on. Go. No tackles.
Telstra has some of the best defence in the business, tackling millions of cyber threats every day. So here's Tane Mill. The firebrand Tane Mill. If it gets cheeky out there, he'll be right in the middle of it. There's Cook again with a good run. And he's drawn a penalty.
I mean, Brad Fittler spoke about this in the pre-game. Cannot give South Sydney penalties coming out of trouble.
Just keep behind it.
This is where Cody, Latrell, they go to work. These set starts. Look at that for a kick.
So Tass resumes. Cook away to the firebrand. What a good player. This 20-year-old prop is Davi Moale. He got the most minutes he's had in an NRL game last week, 54 minutes, 177 metres, 71 post-contact, 38 tackles. 20 years of age. Ball goes out to Tass. Well read. Dumping tackle. Murray and Yo clash once again. Cook sends it away. Now Ilias, right foot kick by Latrell Mitchell. And Taruva gets back there.
Showing off now.
Goal line.
Yeah, just put a bit of shape on this ball.
Shot clock on.
Just drifts across to the right-hand side. And just watch Latrell just put some shape on this football, just to curve it around. Taruva picks it up. There was a nice play on the left-hand side. Brian Toto shut it down. Just
too easy.
Cody Walker will have that in the back of his mind as the Panthers go short. They get it right this time.
Yeah, it's crossed the line and it bounces to Taruva. Well, how about that? That's textbook. Well, the hell call came and kept dragging him there, Will. And Tangor nearly split the line.
It's a big play if you can get that short drop out right. See, Jerome's got his hair tied up tonight. There it is.
Still got all of it too. Now Hosking had the prop there to make sure he took possession of that ball. Strong tackle. Well, Penrith had the better of the early exchanges. Souths have stormed back into it, and Milne takes the Cleary torpedo bomb very well. They're a resilient side, South, so for all of the adulation that they get for their brilliant attack and the brilliant individual players that we've seen before, that they can soak up pressure and then turn the game around really quickly. A lot of it comes off Latrell, that counter punch. Here's Moale once again. 21st NRL game. Ball goes out to Cody Walker. Another short pass, which was marginal, but okay in the eyes of the officials. Cheekham takes it. He's been stung in that tackle, though.
He's got a cork thigh.
Ball goes to Murray. Walker raced around the back, and he gives it away to Tass. Wonderful take. Tass put a kick in behind them. Johnson's got it back. If Johnson's pass can find someone, they might score. Arrow threw it on the boot. O'Leary around the back. Nathan.
That was
Nathan's had
pinball.
a brain explosion.
That was pinball.
Was there an accidental offside?
The bloke who's accidentally touched, so it's a handover.
Oh, no, he didn't have a brain explosion. He's too smart for everyone.
Mate, you're not
Just
listening
watch
to me.
Alex Johnston here.
It's accidentally offside.
And there's a little
off you.
opportunity. He
It goes
just
from your bloke's
accelerates.
foot
He
into
can
your
sense
man
the
who's
play.
laying on the ground. Accidental offside,
And
handover.
Oh, he kicked it into Johnston on the ground. How dare I doubt Nathan?
Yeah, on the other side, there was a tackle from Isaac Tungor on Michael Cheekham. He hit him flush right in the quad, the cork thigh.
Oh, big impact, that one. They're surging the Bunnies at 6-0 inside the final 10 of a harrowing first half. Taruva punching out meters from the backfield. And here's Mitch Kenny. He's just a tradesman, Kenny. He toils away. And now Leniu, they are racing up. Big contact in these tackles by Souths. 4 of them used on this set for the Panthers. And Yo grafts his way up over the halfway. And that'll give Nathan Cleary time to go whack. It's a wobbler. It's high. It dips. Mitchell took it. He's doing whatever he wants out there tonight, Latrell. And they struggle to drag him down.
Tackle 1 is Latrell.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Sorry, mate.
Look at this dip. So,
Grabbing his groin.
yeah. He kept fighting in the tackle.
I think he lands on the knee.
It's not a knee, Andrew. Yes, Brad?
Well, I think he was objecting to the tackle from Sonny Luke. He just come in from the side and just dropped straight to the ground. And there's Sony, number 14, just on the side.
Okay, well, you saw the thumbs up from the trainer, and he's still there, Latrell. Intriguing first half. Oh, good hands. Oh, and he beats the tap, and he nearly beat another one.
They're playing with great width off the dummy half from Cook to Cam Murray.
Look at his arrow.
Damien Cook's passing like a bullet.
Walker. A tester for Edwards. And To'o carries three defenders out past the 30-metre line. Sonny Luke and Sunya Taruba. Super run.
Campbell, come on, mate.
Kenny held by Murray. Ball played to Luke. And Yo out for Nathan. Chips over the top, but wasn't deep enough, and Johnston gets back to cut it off.
It came off the side of his boot there. He was looking for the long kick to the corner. Geez, I'd like to know how long this ball has been in play in this first half. We're up to nearly 33 minutes gone. I think we'd be up around 27, 28 minutes of ball in play. End-to-end footy. Hardly any stoppages.
A real contrast to what Souths are used to the last 2 weeks. They've scored 86 points against Canterbury and the Dolphins, and only the one try in 33 minutes of football so far as Johnston gets it, and he's dragged down by To'o. He's got 82 tries from 83 games on this ground, Alex Johnston. 6 again on the last tackle.
Too smart.
And now Moale, they look dangerous now, Souths, and some heavy legs for the Panthers. A fifth tackle, 6 again. That is heartbreaking stuff for defending. Tans Cleary! He flew out of the line and nailed Cody Walker. That is a textbook tackle. Murray, 3 out. Cook for Moale. Fifth tackle again. Walker station left. Latrell and Ilias to the right. They go to Walker. It bounces off Cleary's legs and they've survived. That's great resilience.
That was a big tackle. Nathan Cleary flew out of the line, shut the play down, and got his man, Cody Walker. Earlier in the half, Cody Walker got Nathan down the other end of the field. And that's 1-1.
Yes, Freddie.
Yeah, just on the back of that, Brian Ty had a nice tackle on the winger as well. That right side defence of the Panthers is doing a great job. You just watch how they move on the pass. So they take away that the advantage that Souths normally get, and they always have that man over. You watch, they haven't had a man over the whole night.
So Cleary wanted a 6 again for a second grab there. Luke has to kick because Cleary was the man tackled on play number 5, and the kick gets as far as Tane Mill.
You know there's fatigue. Cam Murray was on his haunches then for about 20 seconds and couldn't move. He's one of the fittest players in the comp. You can see the fatigue in Cam Murray.
He's had a strong start to the game, Hame Sele.
Oh, he has been sensational this year.
And Mitchell off the offload plays it. So Ilias, now Walker over the right-hand side of the ground. Ball goes out to Milne, to Ruba. Grabs him around the legs, diffuses the attacking raid. Now Ilias pops it up. Now we know Graham can leap. Graham v Edwards. Edwards wins. And Graham didn't put a hand on him, but they're going to try and drag him over. He's gone here, Dylan.
That Damien Cook that held Dylan Edwards up. It was Campbell Graham who went down for the contest. I think it was Damien Cook.
19 tackles already.
Yeah, just watch Damien Cook here. Allows Dylan Edwards to hit the ground and then catches him, waits for support, and then they just drag him over the sideline. Big play, Damien Cook. Only a few minutes to go before half time. That could be a really big play in this contest.
1 foot.
Selle. 2 metres out. Gee, they've soaked up a lot of defence on their line, the Panthers. Here's Moale. Edwards in the main line, put a shot on the front rower. What a crucial 3 and a bit minutes coming up here. Murray. Good read. Gee, they've identified everything coming at them, that right-hand side defence for the Panthers, and Cody
Push up and mark
has
there,
been
Jamin.
stung.
Tackle 3.
There was an awkward twist in this tackle. He was trying to move one way. Stephen Crichton was coming in the other, and then watch the ankle gets caught up under.
I think he's okay. The trainers had a preliminary
It's
look.
just the momentum of how quick Stephen Crichton's going to the challenge, and naturally he's going to swing around. People say it's a hip drop. It wasn't a hip drop.
Don't say it.
I'm not going to say it. I did say it. Sinking it.
It's not.
Gillias, Cheekham nearly pulled through them. 1 play remaining. Is there a knockout punch for a try? Ball goes to Mitchell. Taruba against Milne. He get the ball back though, and they've sucked in some defence here. And Campbell Graham goes himself. Can he offload? Taruba up. Gee, that's good defence, isn't it?
Yeah, well done, Penrith. Yeah, Brad Fittler gave Brian To'o a rap just before about a tackle on Alex Johnston. Well, Sunia Taruva, he very rarely gets it wrong. He does a lot right, the young Fijian winger.
Oh, Edward, don't go again, Dylan. Now Sonny Luke. He draws a penalty, saw a marker offside and heard the call as well. That's a big play from the young dummy half.
Considering the work they've done, Penrith, they've made around 66, 67 more tackles than the Bunnies, and they've kept the Bunnies only to 1 try. If they can jag one here, they would be over the moon.
Do you attack the middle, Joey, or do you go with the width?
Oh, I think you go to their left side. I think their left side, the Penriths look dangerous. No Kaloma tonguing on that right side defensively. It's Cheekham. Then getting around Cheekham on that left side and get some joy.
Spencer Leniu with all of his leg speed, and he flattened Ilias, and he's still going, and Milne tries to throw one into him.
What a run.
Oh, that is inspirational. Cleary out the back now for Edwards, and a ball for Crichton. Crichton v Tass. Crichton, yes! Oh, that is the counter-attack of a premiership winning outfit.
Oh, it's really poor defence. Great attack. See the athleticism of Stephen Crichton. But it was poor defence. The defence wasn't under any duress. Harvey Norman replay. Have a look at the defence. They're all moving together, together. They're all there, but just the one-on-one miss. And Stephen Crichton, he goes over in the corner. They'd be disappointed with that one, the Bunnies.
There's a big play, Stephen Crichton on this right-hand side. Beautiful fend, straight in Isaiah Tass, but it was all the lead-up play. This is Spencer Leniu, the leg speed. Get out of my way, beats 1, 2, 3 defenders, gets down, plays the ball quick, and then they shift out to the right-hand side, the Penrith Panthers, and go to one of their real strike players in Stephen Crichton. He's an athlete, this man.
Something you don't see in the modern game too much is if you've got a player like Crichton, the strike centre, just throwing the ball. You don't need to dress it up too much. Just throwing the ball, getting one-on-one, and his ability, he'll score. Stephen Crichton's actually kicking for goal here.
Yes, well, Brad said Cleary's got a slight muscle strain, so it's going to prevent him from kicking for goal.
He's a big man, Stephen Crichton, and he's starting to fill out as well. Still in his early 20s. Going to the Bulldogs next year.
To play fullback.
Fullback.
I wonder if he's on fullback money.
Well, the South fans aren't giving him any positive reinforcement, are they? Oh, he shaped it right to left. What a kick at 6-all at half-time. In the prelim last year, they trailed 12-0. They scored 2 tries in the shadows of the break. And on this occasion, Stephen Crichton, as the siren was sounding, reached out to score in the corner. What a game. Everything we hoped for. Between 2 bitter rivals now, they've really developed a wonderful duel over the last few seasons. And there's nothing separating them as we head into the second half. Kenny, tackled strongly by Jai Arrow. I'm sure his Queensland coach is impressed with his work so far. Second game back from a spell, an injury-enforced spell. Now, Jamin Salmon into the game before half-time, which is not something we've seen a lot of from Ivan Cleary. It was really by necessity because of the amount of defence the Panthers are asked to withstand. Johnston with the take and Salmon down there to wrap him up. Now Tass, he'll be smarting after Stephen Crichton swatted him away for that try. Now Lenu's come out of this on the wrong side.
Yeah, he come reeling out of this tackle,
right,
Spencer Lenu.
Just get the blood cleaned up out the back.
And Jared Sutton
Tackle 2.
saw enough to stop play.
Isaiah to play it. Tackle 2.
Here it is here. Just all teammates. Head clash.
Geez, Mitch Kenny must have a hard head.
Oh, that was nearly a kiss.
Didn't even rock Mitch Kenny. It was straight to marker. Oh. This player like him starts a dummy half and then goes into that lock or middle position. Must be so valuable for your interchange, Bill.
Yeah, you see Brandon Smith. He was a player that could do that. Their leg speed in and around the middle of the field. In and amongst big tired forwards. That's not pretty, that on Mitch Kenny.
Well, he started the grand final last year. It's one of those players. You spoke about Scott Sorensen playing his 50th game. You need these players in your club, in your team. Everyone talks about Nathan and these players, but you need these players.
Well, Sorensen, when he came to Penrith, he was really an interchange forward, an occasional first grader at Cronulla. He's the super sub at Penrith. He, as I said, won the 2 titles, and he's also become a New Zealand international now on the back of his efforts for the club. It's been so dominant over the last couple of years. Now Moale.
Where this young man is going to get to in the game, he's don't worry, he's playing NRL at 20. He's playing in the front row at 20. That never happens.
Yeah, what about Taruva?
Davey Moala. Wow.
Yeah. Incredible. He's caught every kick tonight, Taruva. He caught every kick last week.
Here he is again.
Yeah.
Now he's got a high work rate, Taruva. And like I said, he rarely gets it wrong.
Totwell. He's been back to his blockbusting best tonight. Yo. Good offload. Edwards there in support. Edwards straightens. And he breaks out of more tackles. I think the referee was admiring that one. And now Taruva. Taruva nearly through a hole. He was dragged down by Ilias. Cleary chips over the top. What a good take by Mitchell at speed.
Yeah, looking really dangerous, the Panthers. In the first half, they only had 43% possession and 6 tackles inside the opposition. To the Rabbitohs, they had 24. So If they can get an even share of possession, they've got some dangerous players in their team.
Here he is again, Davi Moale. So they've had 4 sets largely tackled inside the Panthers 20 in the first half, and they've come away with 1 try, South Sydney. Oh, miss kick from Ilias. Oh! And they're going to shift. Oh, big shot. Big tackle.
Yep.
Tane Milne.
It was on too.
Yeah.
And Tungle was down the sideline. 1 more pass.
He's been dangerous, actually, Tungle. Oh, the held call came.
Tackle 3.
He's going to let him go back and play the ball.
Called held. Tackle 3. Time on.
Well, how do you determine that? How had the tackle been made? That they were still pushing him. He was still trying to offload.
Yeah, I agree.
Salmon now. So Hosking is the man who came from the field for Jamin Salmon. Cleary kicks, and there's a brigade of chasers, but Mitchell takes it and tries to roll away from them. He beats the first tackle, as always. And Crichton and Kenny and Edwards, they all shut him down. He came into the round the 2nd leading point scorer in the competition, Latrell Mitchell. And incidentally as well, he needs now, with that conversion, 7 points to reach 1,000 career NRL points. Only 55 players in premiership history have got to 1,000 points. It is a very select group, and Latrell not far away from joining them. Here's Walker. Strong run from the veteran 5'8", and now Jai Arrow on the back of that. Oh, the boos are ringing out now. I think he might have lost that, Cook. It might have been knocked back by the Panthers. They've got the ball back.
Yeah, I think it was Stephen Crichton that just got his hand in and amongst Damien Cook when that offload came. It was a great run by Cody Walker. Got his team out of trouble.
Oh, dumping shot from Selle. Right, great hands. Taruva. Graham slid across. Ilias there for some reinforcement work. And he's dragged to the ground.
With all this ball movement from Penrith, even though they're not making many metres, they're moving the defence, making the big men, and then change direction. Look at the space back at the ruck.
The agility of Spencer Leniu. It's remarkable, isn't it? Now Cleary thought about a kick, and then he goes back to the first plan, and it's pinpoints. It is perfect.
That was a beautiful kick.
Goal line.
And you just watch
Ready
Nathan
for a
Cleary
short one?
here. He thought kick, then he thought pass, and then he reassessed it. Just watch him here think, kick, no, pass, yes, kick's on. He's got plenty of time, and the great players do. Nathan Cleary, no, that's not the play, that one is. And just gets the weight perfect. They'll go short here again, you'd assume.
Oh, made a thud off the boot. That's going to go out the full. It doesn't go to 10 anyway. Oh, well, points at a premium. They've got 2 points at their mercy.
Yeah. Well, we saw South Sydney didn't take the 2 early in the game. I think the Panthers will look to get in front on the scoreboard here and add a bit of scoreboard pressure.
Gave it a whack.
They will take the shot at 6 each.
In the break.
So Penrith to hit the lead for the first time in the game.
You're right, Bill. He's filling out, isn't he? Look how thick he's getting, Stephen Crichton.
Oh, he's a big man. He'll wait for another couple of years, and a couple of off seasons.
Yep.
Just 8 minutes into this second half, because in the Sydney Rabbitohs, 8 minutes to 6.
Yeah, no dramas, Cody. Kick.
An absorbing game in Thursday night footy. Lenu just ripping and tearing from the resumption. Now Taruva.
Penrith players appealing for a shoulder charge there from Damien Cook.
Yeah.
Damien Cook flew out of
Take
the
some
line.
time here. You've got pressure. Yeah.
Might be a
Crusher,
crusher.
I think.
The way Taruva's holding his neck, and he spins in the tackle and backs into the contact. Well, that happens really quick.
I don't know. I have no idea what they can do there. Because he puts himself in that position, and the defenders, they cannot disappear.
And the speed that it's happening at.
If we see that in real time,
Yeah.
like we saw that in slow motion, if you see it in real time, I'd have no idea what Gyro can do there.
That's a thunderous kick to the sideline by Cleary.
Yeah, it's a dangerous little period here for the Bunnies. They've just gone behind on the scoreboard for the first time in the match, and here come the Panthers again.
Selle's offside. And they try to get at him, but he stays out of the play. 6 more tackles though. So Kenny playing it within 26 metres of South Sydney's line now, and Salmon turned underneath by Cleary. And Selle tried a one-on-one steal before the tackle was affected. Salmon played it. Sonny Luke sent it to Yo, and then Luai with some dazzling footwork beats a few of them actually. That was great stuff. He got it back to Yo. And Arrow and Ilias stop his progress. 4 metres out from the line. Sonny Luke, Nathan Cleary, Sorensen loses the ball.
Was he grabbed without the ball?
I think he was tackled before he had an opportunity to catch it.
Yeah. He was trying to get it. He was trying to get
wants
in.
to challenge it.
Yeah, you see Sorensen, he was trying to get in the space.
Okay. Penrith are challenging the ruling of a double knock-on. First one against Penrith.
Yeah, he was trying to get in the space
Mate,
outside
I've got to
Lachlan
say what's
Ilias.
been ruled.
You see Campbell Graham just come up the number 4 jersey and just get contact on Sorensen before
Campbell Graham tackles Scott Sorensen without the ball. The challenge is successful.
Before the ball gets there. It's a penalty. Campbell Graham makes contact before the
Do
ball
you take
gets
the
there.
2 again, Joey?
I'll take the 2.
Go
For
4
sure.
in front and get the ball back. The way Spencer Lenu's running off the kickoff, I'd probably take the 2 too.
Sit there, Sonny.
They're going for more.
Hold for the foot.
Well, they think if they can score 6, it's out to beyond that converted try margin. So Sorensen commences the set 5 metres out. Here's Spencer. Mitchell in the front line defending stoutly. Yo for Kenny. Good tackle by Damien Cook. Slowed him up, and then Arrow comes in to stop him. The head right now. Yo, Edwards, Crichton to juggle. He regathered. Play 4. Cleary playing deep out the back to Yo, who runs into the defence. Cheekham there, Cook there, Selle there.
Jeez, Nathan Cleary got in an awkward position after he passed that.
Great ball. What about the hands? Taruva. Taruva is tackled well by Mitchell. That was a glorious tackle.
Yeah, just watch Latrell Mitchell here. He doesn't get a lot of raps for his work ethic, but the work that he does to get behind the play here. See number 1 jersey in the black. He works really hard to get himself across there. He saves a try for his team. Great work, Latrell.
Cass is the latest casualty. She's getting knocked around out there.
That looked like a busted eye socket. The way how much swelling was there.
Panthers by a couple. What a game.
Yeah, this is high quality. This is real high quality.
Ball's been lost.
That would have been tackle 3.
The Panthers sense that could be a pivotal moment here. You could see the enthusiasm. They came in, got around each other.
Sign, what do you want, boys?
And that's the first blotch on Hame Sele's time sheet tonight. He's been profound.
Set. Yeah, make sure you're here. Hold there, boys. Hold there. Right, shot clock off. Head in the trail.
Like a master's lower front.
Break.
So Taruban out within 23 of the South Sydney line. And Yo, Isaiah Yo. Jed Cartwright's on the ground too. Started his NRL journey with the Panthers. And then you dumped. 3 plays down. Yo, clearing. A dink over the top, and Tungwell tried to get at it, but he was buffeted off the ball, and it was subtle enough to not draw a penalty. Milne will play it. Here come the boos. Here comes Campbell Graham.
Oh. You flopped in. You came in late, mate, and just
Well, this will help. They were on tilt there for a while, the Rabbits. A lot of defence after half time.
Yeah, it held up well, but Joey. They defended their try line. A lot of resilience. A big moment from Latrell in the corner and Taruva. They've done well, the Bunnies.
Here's Daniel Saluka for feeder for the first time this evening.
Really aggressive.
An arrow. And 15 for Penrith. Lindsay Smith's on the park too. So fresh legs for both teams, and much needed too as Walker goes to work now with Campbell Graham, tries to get around Tungor and actually beat him, but Luai comes over, and Edwards is there as well. They're 11 metres out. The ball played back. Ilias, Saluka for feeder. Second run in the set. Lenu and Yo, the defenders, just outside that right-hand post. They'd like to attack from this position. Murray's back on the ground. That was a short spell. And Mitchell fires it to Johnston. Walker. Graham is a noted leaper. It's gone back, and it's a hotly contested ball. It's a Panthers knock on, though.
Yeah, it was a dangerous kick. The target was Graham. You could see him weaving a passage through. Beautiful kick by Cody Walker. Then Graham just made a contest. Now it's the Bunnies' turn. Repeat sets on the try line. Latrell looming on the left-hand side with Cody Walker. Toto's given Johnston absolutely no space on that far side. Every time that ball goes out to Johnston, Brian Toto's right in his pocket.
Cam Murray came off. He's only been off for about 5 minutes.
Not even that. Ilias to Walker. Here's a 2-on-1. Latrell, he'll do it all himself. Mitchell over. South's back ahead.
Yeah, the superstar stands up. But watch the first pass. Lachlan Ilias. He gets the ball, dives deep in the line, really straight, which holds the defenders. Hovenham replay. Look at Ilias goes into the line, which then frees up Cody, and then Latrell just goes, give it here. Too big, too strong, too good.
Yeah, when you need points, you go to your big guns on their favoured side, and that was Latrell Mitchell on this left-hand side with Cody Walker. You see defensively in the pink jerseys, Stephen Crichton goes in, and then Brian Tyler, he's looking to go out, looking for that man, Alex Johnston. Cody Walker's hit a couple of long passes in the last couple of weeks. Just see here, Stephen Crichton with the headgear. He wants to go in, and then Brian Tyler, he wants to go out. That creates the space for Latrell Mitchell, and when Latrell feels that space, he's not passing the ball. He's too big. Down to you, Freddie.
The reason for the field position was the penalty coming out of trouble as a late flop from Isaiah Yeo. You just can't give South Sydney penalties coming out of trouble. And I've got to say, Spencer Linu just walked past the South faithful behind us. Oh my God. It was colourful.
It swings across the face. Neck-and-neck affair, low scoring, tough football, must-watch stuff. What finish we've got coming up here. Stories of Origin is back for a second season. It'll launch on May 1, wherever you get your podcast. The theme of the series this year, memorable Origin performances. We'll talk to some of the game's superstars, some of the great series, some of the great individual efforts, and plenty more. So May 1, if you enjoyed the first season, you'll enjoy the second one, I'm sure, as well. Here's Saluka Fafita. Ilias bangs it high. Walker is trying to get through at the ball, and Edwards takes it well. Tass comes in to knock him over, though. And oh, he nearly gets around them. That's good meterage, isn't it?
Alex, look up.
Nice ball from Hosking. Crichton nearly through.
Move. Hold. Go three.
Edwards exploring amongst the bigger men. So Kenny's gone back in a dummy half now. And Luai. He's looked likely when he's run, and he's got that dazzling step.
That's when he's at his best. Left foot step, coming back at the ruck at the tide forwards. Going to do that more.
Cleary, well weighted once again. Lands a couple of metres out from the line, and Johnston went straight for the speed. But To'o around the bootlaces. Tass this time.
Mitch Kenny. He hasn't had a spell yet, has he?
No, he played the whole game last week too.
Yeah, the Panthers just turning the heat up on the Bunnies in this set. That's tackle 3 inside their 20, their line speed.
Big Cartwright. He's averaging 49 tackles a game. Mitch Kenny made 52 against Newcastle last week, and Cartwright's dazed.
Split above the right eye.
Push up, Marcus.
Head clash with Nathan Cleary, was it?
Yeah, it looked like it happened early in that tackle. You see Nathan.
Bang.
Gee, he doesn't look like his old man at all, does he? He's even got the socks around the ankles.
Make sure you're right up there, Zach.
Oh, Nathan's been. Gee, they're all getting split open.
See a lot of those head clashes now with the change in defensive styles.
You're doing a HIA. All right, he said he's doing a HIA. It's out of my hands.
The emotional roller coaster of Australia's greatest rivalry is back for 2023. See the very best of the best battle it out for interstate supremacy and Origin glory. Secure your seats today. NRL.com/tickets.
Oh, that tackle there just goes to show just how the defensive techniques have changed over the years. Look how upright they are. Normally, a halfback would be coming in low and hard, up under the ribs or in the belly. Look, they stand tall, they wrap the ball up, and then they come from the outside to the inside and wrap the legs up. That's why we're seeing so many head clashes.
Saluka for feeder. Once again, a kick coming from deep, and they're surging after Ilias. He didn't have much time to get that one away. I'm wondering, Billy, when you have a dominant record over a team as Penrith do, 10 of their last 11 games they have won. If you get into an arm wrestle like this, does that matter at all? And on the flip side, if you don't beat a team all that often, does that play on your mind?
Not right now. Maybe before the game, but certainly not right now. While these players are in the contest, they're focused on the job at hand and more the actions at hand.
Whoa, he had a look there.
The one thing that can get in your mind is the scoreboard. So, although it's only a 2-point lead, that pressure of scoreboard, knowing that you've got to score points, you can really feel that pressure sometimes and force the offload or the pass, and the team that are in front, they can just play that pressure football by kicking into the corners and build the pressure of the opposition.
He's not right, he's going to have to go. No, mate. Nah. Shot clock off. Heads in. Get your head in. Put your head in. Right.
He didn't put his head in. He was barking at the referee. My goodness, he's a beast of a man, Daniel Saluka for feeder. Well, there are a few things are starting to fall the way of Souths here as Walker links up with Tass. Ball. Johnston beats a couple of them in a desperate tackle by Edwards.
That was a great offload,
wasn't it?
Well, that was a John Cartwright special. That was his offloads back in the 90s. It was around the corner balls.
Ilias, Mitchell, Tass, Tungle missed him, sorry, and Campbell Graham is pulled down, a couple out from the line. Hook away to Murray. Oh, no. Oh, it's gone back. Cleary wants a one-on-one steal. He doesn't get it. A bit of momentum's been taken out of the play. They were really building to something there, South Sydney. Last play still might be on. It'll go away to Ilias, into the line, sends it to Walk. What a catch. Crichton, he does this to them every time. Crichton nearly gets in the clear, steps inside of a couple, there's no one to offload to. If he's not intercepting, he's taking kicks.
Well, I've got to say, Jai Arrow, sensational in cover. Great effort from the big front rower.
They must be completely over Stephen Crichton, South Sydney.
He hasn't had a break yet, Jai Arrow. 63 minutes. That's a big effort.
Lindsay Smith now. Cleary dummies, runs, beat one. He's still in a wrestle with Cheekham. And the Penrith talisman gets up within 11 metres of the line. Now, Luai will stand up. He wants to kick, but he's on the wrong side for a left footer. He got the ball back to Yo. It'll get back to Cleary. He'll dink it through. He didn't get it. Oh, it's a Panthers try to Tungle. That is a disaster. Two South Sydney players failed to pick it up and they've scored.
Well, Nathan played the ball and it ended up coming back to him. He put in the kick and there was a fumble on the ground. Michael Cheekham, Harvey Norman replay, goes out to Luai. He spots a little bit of space, so decides to run the footy back to Isaiah Yo, and then Nathan finds the ball in his hands again. Looked like it was going to be cleaned up. by Michael Cheekham, and it just fell in the lap of Tungle. Wow. The Panthers back in front.
It's like one of those nightmares. Whereas the ball's coming towards you,
Hang
you
on.
can't move your feet.
Now, Crichton hasn't been given the ball to kick yet. Are they having a look? They appeared to ground it fine at first look.
Dropped. Nutmeg. Try.
We did a great job, Isaac Tungle. What are we looking at here?
Looking at a potential knock-on from Isaac Tago when he goes to regather the ball to score.
Well, I thought he did a great job.
For these sort of things, just show it in real time. It's not look for reasons not to give a try.
Isaac Tago pushes the ball into the ground in an attempt to pick it up, constituting a knock-on. We have a decision.
Yes, Brad.
Yeah, well, I think they got that right. He definitely drops the ball into the ground with his right hand. Well, the crowd agree anyway.
Yeah, how's the booing going?
Yeah.
Look at it in real time.
Well, it's cheering. It's
Look
cheering
at
at the moment.
Look, watch it in real time.
Joey, real time or no time was a knock-on.
Yeah, but the game's not officiated or played in super slow.
We've got cameras, bro.
Oh, bro. Got that,
Bro, hit me with the bro.
Right, when you, that's a knockout punch when the bro comes in. He's got you on the ropes. Bang. Emma, what's the crowd there? They're making plenty of noises, Emma.
Mainly the South fans, Tomo. 19,548, which I've got to say, for a Thursday night, which has been wet all afternoon, very solid turnout, and they're in for an epic finish by the looks of it.
Oh, yeah. They've got their bang for their bucks so far. There's a couple of relief South Sydney players after that Isaac Tungle fumble tackle.
What's that?
Lindsay Smith.
Lindsay Smith.
Now to Cartwright. Oh, he lost it. Latrell dropped it.
Yeah, I don't mind this. Latrell wanting to get involved in the game and take a carry out of his own end. He comes up with a mistake, but this is where you want Latrell getting the football. A bit of confusion with Jai Arrow, who was going to receive that one. But that's good signs with Latrell wanting to get his hands on the football.
Wait for the call at the back, Michael. Okay. Shot clock off, heading Latrell.
Tungle off a lovely little ball by Cleary. The red lights are flashing for Souths here. It's a full set, and Leota rejuvenated after a long spell on the bench. 6 short, Cook the defender, Kenny the dummy half, Yo the distributor, and Salmon whacked. Here's Cleary. They've got them shot out here. Crichton for a double. Brilliantly worked.
Yeah, the error proved costly. You give the Panthers too much time down this end of the field. They had hardly any in the first half, and they'll make you pay. You're starting to get even share of possession. Harvey Norman replay, and it goes to their big guns. Nathan Cleary and Dylan Edwards did a great job. Just to sum up the situation, Johnston tried to get in the passing lane. You see number 2, Alex Johnston, just getting up in front of the footy. Dylan Edwards did a great job to get it to that man, and he picks up his second try.
Oh, they're just too good. Under pressure, under fatigue, they just keep getting it done. The combinations. That time, Isaiah Yeo to Nathan Cleary to Dylan Edwards. It's always the same key players. Over the last 3 or 4 years, they've lost strike players all over the field, but the combination of Yeo, Cleary, Luai, Edwards.
Oh, what an angle this is. Look at the put down.
Yeah, Nathan Cleary did a great job. He just held the defensive line up. Dummy, 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 and that created the space. Freddie?
Yeah, just on the back of what you were just saying, Billy. Isaiah Tass, as soon as he started dummying, he just stood there. Like a deer in the headlights, he did not move. And then Nathan Cleary passed the ball behind in the easy 2-on-1. Just that ball out in front, two hands, just mesmerises him.
Now, he moved his first kick from a similar position at the other end of the field, right to left. Let's see what he does here. It's out to the right.
Off.
Attending version away to away. Just over 13 minutes remaining, 2 points the difference. Panthers 12, Rabbitohs 10.
Stay behind here, boys.
So the lead changes hands once again. Fourth time in the game, Leota. Plays around 42 minutes per game and runs around about 125 metres. Moses Leota. At the last 3 games he's played, he's got 11 tackle busts. And there's no footwork about his work, so anytime he busts a tackle, he's running straight over defenders. Oh, he's been good.
He's been great tonight. Isaiah Yeo, not as much passing as normally he gets done in the game. A lot of running, made a lot of meters. 14 hit-ups.
Nearly 130 metres overall. So this game is set up beautifully here. Mitchell has been right on song tonight. Can he pull out a South Sydney victory, a rare one over the Panthers, or will the Penrith boys wearing pink this evening extend a wonderful winning sequence against them? Oh, Cartwright tries to push that. Oh, that could be death here. The mood the Panthers are in now, they're punishing the mistakes.
Yeah, the other man that we haven't seen much of is Cody Walker in the last little period. So they're going to have to defend this set, but they'll want their number 6 to get his hands on the footy a little bit more in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, Leota threw it over his head. It went straight to Kenny.
That was a grenade.
One you're happy to catch, though. Hosking. Oh, Taruva's got a little issue, actually, down towards the touchline. They're heading his way also. Cleary nearly through a hole. 4 metres out. Another try for the Panthers, and they'll be pretty hard to pull back. Yo! Metre out. Kenny's waiting. Finds his number 7. Ball goes to Salmon. If they can't score, Cleary will be thinking 6 again. Up she goes. Crichton's got 2. Will he get a third? He leapt. It's there for him. Has he touched it, or is it a try? Is it a hat-trick?
Well, Stephen Crichton thinks he scored. It come off his shoulder. It come off the point of his shoulder. It was a pinpoint kick by Cleary. Harvey Norman replay just puts it right on the spot and far enough out to not give away a 7-tackle set. You see it just come off nearly his back. Stephen Crichton, has he got 3 tries? come off Stephen Crichton.
Well,
so Isaiah Tass.
Yeah, that's a visual illusion, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's why he was so pumped up. 3 for Crichton, and the gap is about to extend to 8 points.
Well, that's going to be really tough on the Rabbitohs now. 16-10 with the kick to come right in front. It'll be 18-10.
He's got a hat trick tonight.
Yeah. Scored all the points. 3 tries.
He has, Billy.
All the conversions.
He might be driving the bus home tonight too.
Well,
he's doing it all.
David Middleton's going to go through his little machine and see the last time a player scored all the team's points.
Have a look at that. That is just an athlete.
Either that or he's on Nathan's bike.
Still got 10 seconds. It's time to run in.
So just before you say this game might be over, I'll remind you, great take, Edwards. I'll remind you, Penrith led 16-0 in round 2, and Souths went bang bang with 2 tries and nearly snatched it with the last play of the game. Well, not snatched it, but nearly sent us to golden point with a converted try.
They weren't in the
last
game.
play of the game. So this is not over. If there is any team in the comp that can score against momentum late, it's Souths. Oh, retreating defence there, and Hosking takes advantage.
Hasn't he been a great pickup this year, Hosking?
Gowan Cleary, Sorensen. Cleary's kick. To'os chasing after it. Oh, good take, Johnston. Can they launch something from the backfield here, Billy?
Well, the dangerous thing for the Panthers is South Sydney will be looking to score every set now.
Yeah.
So you think Cody Walker, Lachlan Ilias, who want to get the football often and off quick play the balls. They'll want to play. They'll need to inject their fullback, Latrell Mitchell, into the game here somewhere.
The passes behind Burgess. It's a pretty good effort given him. He had to stop to go back and get it. Near the 30, Cook. Away to Murray. There's Cody Walker. Sends it behind Host. Lovely little tap on. Up they go. And Johnston is tackled magnificent. Nathan Cleary.
That was brilliant. Got on his bike. Big play.
Tackle 4. Cheekham tries to get around Luai, and Graham dinks it through. It's an accidental offside. Girard, they get it again.
Oh, look out.
Well, they've got to score here. If they score here, they are alive. Tane Mill with a ferocious run. 11 metres out. Cheekham ducks down a blind side. Smith makes a tackle with Tangor. Still the best part of 5 minutes to go, so there is a bit of time, but they've got to score here, you think. Murray, away to Walker. Numbers, tap on. Ball didn't hit the target. Johnson has to go back to get it. Salmon's there to make the tackle.
Yeah, well done, Brian To'o. Saw the threat. Pressured Latrell Mitchell.
Burgess one-hander. Cook scouting around. Walker. Ball goes to Johnston. To'o again. He's been immense, Brian To'o. Fourth play. Murray, Ilias, again one bounce. Oh, Milne, he did well to catch that on the run. And Tangor around the legs. Ball played to Cook. Here's Ilias, sends it up in the air. South chasing, Cleary's under it. They're all under it. It gets back to Latrell. It's a try. It's a try. And we are going right down to the wire.
Yeah, it's a try, all right. Latrell Mitchell. Nice kick by Lachlan Ilias. bounced off a couple of players, and the ball seems to land in Latrell's lap. Harvey Norman replay. You just see it goes backwards off Cody Walker's hand, and Latrell's picked up a 4-pointer.
That gets into 1,000 points.
Yes.
Bill. As you said, the ball bounces to him.
Didn't they look dangerous? There's still 3.5 minutes to go. I think they're looking at that touch. It mightn't have been Cody Walker, it might have been Isaiah Tass. And just holding. Jared Sutton's just waiting. Just watch the touch here. It was Cody Walker. Does he drag it towards his try line?
Try confirm.
It's been confirmed. And it's been converted. Oh.
Well, here we go.
Yes, Freddie.
Yeah, well, Tom Burgess did a fantastic job there. You see as he goes through, he just takes out about 3 or 4 of the Panther players. He gets his arm up there. He doesn't quite get the touch, but it took 3 or 4 of them to absorb him. By the time the ball come backwards, all the Panthers were on the ground. That was a nice effort from the big front rower.
Three and a half to play.
Time to run, boys. Keep behind it.
Wow. I don't know if the Panthers get nervous, but South Sydney chasing points in this situation surely is enough to make any team feel a little bit jittery.
Well,
they thought they had it boxed up with an 8-point lead.
You got to keep an eye on Cody Walker and Latrell Mitchell. Where they are, that's where the ball's going. That'll be the threat. They're both together on that left-hand side.
Here's Walker, here's Mitchell, here's Tass, and here's Johnston! Johnston back in the inside to Mitchell! He's there in support, he's dragged down by Cleary! They've got this whole side of the field to come to! Walker, oh no, it's been knocked on, I reckon.
No, it's off his knees.
I thought there was a hand on it.
Way on.
Burgess nearly breaks through. It's the last play. It comes to Cameron Murray. It goes to Ilias and to Cheekham. Oh, didn't they have to go through the hands there? He's dragged out on the last. They're going to get at least one more set, though.
Wow. I thought Alex Johnson just held it up a little bit too much. He had Latrell Mitchell on the inside. They're holding on by the skin of their teeth, the Panthers. They'll get another chance here, the Rabbitohs.
Well, and the pressure's on Penrith not to make a mistake. They're going to be gang tackled here. Oh, top. There is a really good run. A bit of footwork. And Edwards punching up the middle. Oh, what an epic conclusion to a wonderful game. Leota, oh, an offload. How brave's that? And Smith there in support. Fourth tackle. Cleary for Hosking. No one moved up in defence. They just let him run. And so Cleary's going to get in position here to kick long and high. He's got all of that. Really good take and a great kick chase. So they're going to make them go 90 metres.
Yeah, that's where they want them, the Panthers. In the corner as well. They'll soak up a couple of tackles here before the South Sydney Rabbitohs get their middle forwards back and they can put on a bit of play.
So Latrell's back there. And Cody's there too. And again, they're lurking around together. They've used 3 tackles now. Less than 2 to go. I doubt they'll get another full set. Good run, Selle. They've got to launch an attack right here. And they're lined out left. First player, Ilias. Away to Walker, now to Mitchell. Mitchell, away to Johnston. And that's the illusion of space. There's a pass to Walker. And back to Tass. You would not believe it. Souths have snatched it. That is extraordinary.
Look at the Bunnies fans. You called it, Matt. That lethal left side. Harvey Norman replay. Ball go wide. Watch Tass's pass here, or is Alex Johnson? Look at this offload here, and then Tass. Cody Walker does well. Tass picks the balls up around his knees, and the Bunnies, they're home. Oh, I can't believe it.
Well, just watch Cody Walker here. No player in the game is better at instinctive play, and he could just feel something going on. Cody Walker runs onto a beautiful pass, and Isaiah Tass, well, it wasn't his moment just before half-time, but he gets his moment just before full-time. Down to you, Freddie.
So if you look at the clock's ticking over at the moment. The ref will call time in a second as Latrell addresses this. At the moment, it's only a 2-point lead, 20-18. Nathan Cleary's kicked a couple of 40-metre field goals. This is a very important kick from Latrell Mitchell.
What about the hands? Look at this hand. Bang. Got the ball a little bit behind him, near his knees, and did not break stride.
Well, when Cody Walker and Latrell Mitchell want to turn it on, or need to turn it on, this is what they're capable of. And he made that error just moments before, Latrell, but that was a good sign. He wanted to get involved in the game, and he's helped put his team in front.
He's missed it.
Time off.
Oh,
Time
there's
off.
3 seconds to go, but they're not going to get time.
Well, what they'll get is they'll get a short kick off, and then if they can find Nathan Cleary,
They can't. They can't. I can't believe it.
Mate, you called it 7 minutes ago.
You just...
I'm like, Tomo, come on, let's be serious. I know you're trying to keep everyone up for the finish, but
that's what they do. They just counterpunch.
well, round 2, they were never in the game. And late in the game, with 15 minutes to go, they scored a try, and then they came to life. As you said, the last play of the game, they near won.
Here we go, 3 seconds to go.
So Penrith have got to get the short kick right, and they've either got to score or they've got to put it in a position for Cleary to kick. Up it goes. It might be too deep. They fly. It's off ahead, I think. It's over the sideline. Souths have won it. Souths have won the unwinnable game. Or the unwinnable game. Getting tongue-tied and so excited. 2018. They've scored twice with 5 to go to snatch an extraordinary contest. Latrell Mitchell, what a magical performance.
Yeah, it's been a big performance by South Sydney, and they've had some success down their right-hand side this year, but when the game was on the line and they needed something, they went to that left edge, and Cody Walker and Latrell Mitchell, they come up with a bit of magic.
Well, Anzac round is underway with maybe the best game we've seen all year. It's right up there with one of the best games we've seen in a long time, I reckon. And despite that record, Penrith 11 wins in the last 12 against Souths. The Bunnies are on the board against their arch nemesis. Rabbitohs 20, Panthers 18.